Hi Leo, welcome to your February reading. And I'm loving how in February we have all these planets transiting your 7th house. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. We've got Venus in your 7th house. Now, Venus in your 7th house is such, it's also in an air sign too, obviously, right? Aquarius is opposite Leo. And you're feeling good, you're feeling attractive, which you are anyway, but to have Venus in a favorable position, it's like, I'm, feeling so good and feeling so like whatever, right? So you have this magnetism that's just amplified. Sun coming in opposition, Venus, Mercury is going to get there too, so you're going to be like super witty, super on point. I think we're all going to have this like cool wit about us with this transit. And I feel that someone is coming back because they see how cool you are, right? They see how cool you are. They're seeing how you've moved on. They're seeing how you're successful, and they want to be a part of it. Okay? They're going to want to be a part of it. And it can be a huge ego stroke for you. But be careful of who they are and what they represent in your life, because you don't want to invite unnecessary nonsense into your life. I'm calling everything nonsense this month because I feel like that's what a lot of it is. Just a lot of nonsense about because you already got over it. You already got it out of your life. You're done. You're over it. That's it. I've moved on, and now it's like kind of creeping back and kind of tapping you on the shoulder, and it's, you got to make sure that if you want your hands washed of it, to just let it go. But that's not going to be for everybody, so so stay tuned for what happens. Please know that I am doing comprehensive readings this month. I know a lot of tarot card readers are doing them, and obviously they'll be free for this month, and I'm doing like another 20 to 25 minutes where we really go in super deep into the reading and clarify everything and give you more information, how to handle it, who this person is, maybe what possibly this could be, possible outcomes, other obstacles to kind of keep in mind. So I mean, there's a lot that we go into, so it's kind of like a freestyle type of reading, and I'm loving doing them because I'm like, holy cow, there's so much more information that wants to come out during these readings. So, and I feel like I was holding out on you guys in the past. Sorry about that. But yeah, so go ahead and check it out. They're only available on my website, and the link will be down below in the description box, okay? Thank you guys so much. Happy Valentine's Day, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Hello, Leo. Welcome to February. Thanks for being here. I was shuffling, and this just came out. Excuse me. The Star Reversed. Okay, so I started my camera right away. Star Reversed lends itself to, in this instance, I don't know why, but I'm feeling like short-sightedness. Not in a negative way, but in terms of not really being able to see the big picture. And because Leo is a fire sign, and fire signs are often very big picture people, and very optimistic and very happy and all of that, this can be a little bit of a frustrating energy for you, but it's all purposeful. There's, maybe you're having a difficult time seeing how things are really going to finish, how things are going to play out. There's likely a lot of activity going on for you, whether it's in work or love or whatever. There's activity, there is movement, but it's like, okay, well, where is this all going? And it's important to recognize the little miracles in your life, the little miracles that occur on a day-to-day basis. It's those little miracles that kind of add up to the big ones. And recognition of them and acknowledgement of them enables you to see that at least it's working, right? So whatever your intentions are, whether you intend to build a business, whether you intend to develop a relationship, that at least your intentions are pure, and that you are recognizing the universe's recognition of your intentions, if that makes sense. So it kind of goes both ways, okay? And a lot of times I see the star in reverse as a need for healing, right? And sometimes when we need healing, we do feel a little bit disconnected from other people, and we feel a little disconnected from our dreams, and we feel a little disconnected from, you know, the magic of life, so to speak. And when we feel disconnected, we can kind of feel a little bit sad. So if you are someone who's feeling or experiencing that, it's okay. The healing is underway and you'll get there. Okay, you definitely will get there. Oh, we'll see. What did I just say? You'll get there. And here's the sun coming out to kind of illuminate the darkness of the night sky. Okay, so this is it is a major arcana card, but it is still a subtle card. It's not like one that comes in and it's like boom, like the Tower, or like, you know, even the sun is actually a little bit more like has a booming effect. This is very quiet, very feminine, very subtle. And the sun, the night sky is about to set and the sun is about to rise. So don't fret for being in any kind of a holding position for very long, because you won't be there for very long, okay? You know, the sun is such, it has been coming out the past couple days, and it gives me the little warm and fuzzies around my heart, especially for Leo, because it is, you know, a Leo card, right? The sun. And it just tells me that you're going to get back in that groove. You're going to get back in that zone, and growth and nourishment of the soul is really what's needed here. But eventually you're going to start seeing yourself propel forward, and like a year from now you're going to be like, holy cow, I can't believe that I was where I was. Oh, see, another major arcana. The Wheel of Fortune. I like to call it the Wheel of Good Fortune, because that's really what it is. It's like good luck coming in, luck and magic. And I say magic not like with burning candles and, you know, lighting things on fire or anything, but the magic of manifestation. Because that's kind of what it feels like, right? When you think of something and you have good intentions and you move forward toward that thing, and then all of a sudden it kind of starts to work out. And it does, and it will. And because this is faced with the 4 faces of God, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, the 4 fixed signs, this card pertains especially well for you, okay? I would call this also a card of Leo. And the circle here represents the sun, which we have here, moving through the zodiac. And it is always moving, it is always shifting, it is always changing. Energy is always changing. I don't sense stagnation here at all. Even with this reverse, like there's still baby steps forward. And there's still like you guys are feeling good. Hopefully you guys are feeling really good. I do hope so. But either way, whether you're feeling good or bad is irrelevant, because good things are coming to you. So, so just sit and wait and relax, and don't worry so much, because it is coming. Another major arcana. Whoa, the Hermit. Okay. This is a Virgo quality. It does require you to go into a place of solitude, and maybe that's what's happening with you now. Maybe that is what is needed, right, with the healing aspect, and to really get to the root of who you really are, because the Hermit is about introspection. It's about self-discovery. It likes to dissect and understand why the things that motivate us motivate us. It likes to understand our emotions. It likes to understand kind of the quote-unquote meaning of life. And, you know, I have this conversation with people a lot in my private readings. And it's like the meaning of life can be different for everyone, and everyone's quote-unquote life purpose can be different for everyone. But it all comes down, and it all boils down to one very simple thing, and that is to learn about our soul. Because as we learn more and more about our soul, we learn more and more about the creator of the universe, right? And that's what they always say. It's as above, so below. Understand yourself and you will understand God, or whatever it is. And I think that that's kind of what you're being pushed into right now. And because you are learning more about yourself, you're becoming more sparkly. Like, I'm really sensing a lot of sparkle happening here. We even have the star in his lantern here. The stars coinciding, and the sun is also a star. So, I mean, when we think of the stars, we think of glitter, we think of shimmeriness, we think of everything that makes Leo so, like, glamorous, right? And so I feel that your inner self is really going to start to shine over the next month or so. And if you do find yourself in a funk right now, that's going to be a very, very, very short-lived thing. Now, this is a process, and it's not going to be over in like 1 month, right? This is always a kind of an ongoing thing, but there might be something that comes in contact with you that sort of triggers you to kind of go into this hermit mode. Now, I'm going to pull more cards for this especially, but also this in the comprehensive that I talked about in the intro. So we'll see kind of what comes out regarding that. But for now, let's go ahead and continue with the 9-card spread here. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. I mean, you guys are feeling grounded. To have the earth energies coming out here, it's like a mixture of earth and fire kind of thing. Earth and fire. And when earth and fire combined, there is endless amounts of enthusiasm and optimism, but also endless amounts of like, well, let's get it done, right? And so 9 of Pentacles is about self-love, self-worth. It is about rising up on the other side of adversarial situations, you know, rising up kind of like the phoenix. This is also a card of Virgo. Numbers 8, 9, and 10 are always related to the mutable signs of their element. So this is mutable earth, therefore it's Virgo. And so tap into that Virgo part of you. For you Leo ascendants, that rules your second house. And that's money, that's possessions, that's having, and that's exactly what this card is. You know, let's have what we want to have. Let's get ourselves into a good financial situation. Let's get ourselves to a place of elegance, to a place of luxury. Like, you deserve all the things, right? That's your birthright. You deserve all the things. Leo is the royalty. So don't deny yourself the throne. Here's a card that indicates to me that you can go get it. Oh, sorry, I forgot my heater was on. Let me turn it off real quick. It's so loud. Okay. Knight of Wands. Now, you could be dealing with a fire sign. I don't think that this is you. I really don't. Because these are such heavy hitters. I think I'm like, Leo's going to come out at all. One, it's going to come out as a major, which it did. Maybe Strength will come out too. Or it's going to come out as the King of Wands or the Queen of Wands. But the Knight of Wands could be someone that you're dealing with. Another Leo, maybe Sagittarius, Aries, or another fire sign. Now, this specifically is the card of Sagittarius, though. So if you are dealing with a Sagittarius, I don't know, like, I feel like this person may be coming back. The words coming back are in my mind. Now, if it's not someone coming back, it might be someone new. Be careful that this person doesn't like interrupt your process, okay? They can be fun, you can hang out with them, you can see them, you can date them, whatever you want to do. But if you are in deep analysis, you know, and deep self-introspection and metamorphosis and all these beautiful things that come along with these two cards, then this person might kind of come in and just try to, they're not going to try to do anything. They're not going to try to stop you from anything, but they do want to go play. And Leo, you like to play. You know, you're about fun. You're about the good things in life. And so is this person. And while you can go and enjoy the good things in life, I mean, please, by all means. Don't deny yourself all those wonderful things. But to know that there's a much, much bigger picture going on. And this is just merely but a moment in a very large process. And this person who loves to live moment to moment might try to get you there with them. But because of what all this stuff, like you want the Wheel of Fortune to come in, you want things to come into your favor, right? So let's not interrupt the Hermit. Let's not pull him down off the mountain quite yet, you know. I'm listening to a Deepak Chopra audiobook about the Buddha, and I'm sorry, there's all these like Indian terms that I'm just not familiar with, so I can't really repeat them, and I'm not actually reading the book, I'm just listening to it, so it's hard for me to remember what the names are. But essentially the yogis, right, that live up on the mountains, it talks about how the yogis don't like to come down into the cities because they can feel this congested energy where everyone is just like buzzing and festering, and they're all very, very disconnected from the spiritual realm, and they don't like to come into those environments because it disrupts their spiritual process and their spiritual connection, and they would much rather live void of any material wealth than, you know, to be a part of that. So there could be some kind of temptation. Now I mean, there's definitely the wealth aspect here, and these two can coincide. These are not contradictory cards. It is through your wealth, it is through your success that you celebrate your spirituality, because success is a spiritual process as well. So let's not completely write off the materialistic side of life, but this person can pose that congested energy, right? This person's not very deep. This person's not very connected. They're not really in tune with their own soul and all of that. So, you know, they could just really try to distract you there from your process. So let's keep going. I will pull more cards out for that Knight of Wands in the comprehensive. See, Five of Swords reversed. The toxicity aspect. I always associate this with toxicity. I always associate this with battles that you just, like, you can't win. You need to just accept defeat and just say, I can't win, so I'm just going to go be happy. Now, this could be with a relation. Usually I see this with relationships. Usually I see this repeated pattern as negative people continuing to come in our life, or dealing with a narcissist empathic situation, right? But it could also represent bad habits in terms of your health, bad spending habits with your money, just bad overall habits, period. And this is breaking those bad habits, breaking those cycles, getting rid of those things. This is cleansing when we put these two together. Recognition of the toxic things in your life and the healing from those things. Because you can't just, it's like an alcoholic, right? You can't just stop giving them alcohol, otherwise their body goes into shock and they can die or have cardiac arrest or something like that. But you can wean off of those substances. You can wean off of those people. And I think that there is a weaning effect going on, okay? Cleansing and purification of the body, purification of the spirit, detox. Let's say that, it's a detox. Let me reiterate, this person's not bad. They're just in a different place. You know, they're just in a different place. And you may feel a great deal of separation from them. Two of Swords. Okay, well, we got a couple that flipped over. Let me pull them. See? And the Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. This is what I would hope for you, Leo, right? And upright even. This is what I hope for you. Super steady, grounded. There's groundedness here for sure. And here it is breaking free, right? Look, the thing is, when I hold these three up, you're going to see, you may feel like you're at some kind of a crossroads, oops, hold on. That's supposed to be reversed, right? You may feel like you're at some kind of a crossroads, but no matter which direction you choose, you are breaking free either way. Go left, go right, it doesn't matter. Either way, you're breaking yourself from that viciousness, from that toxicity. You're breaking free from the past structures of your life, the way you used to always do things, the way you used to always speak, the way you treated yourself. You're breaking free from allowing people to treat you the way they have treated you. The thing with the Two of Swords is the choice is an illusion. There is no real choice here. You already possess the truth. And so while you may feel like you're standing, you know, at a fork in the road, the fact of the matter is, either direction, you're going to end up at the same destination. And you already know where that destination is, even if you're feeling a little short-sighted right now. And you just can't quite see how this really is going to all pan out. Okay? Again, definitely going to pull more of those for the comprehensive. Queen of Wands, beautiful. And, you know, like I said, like, this isn't a bad person. They're not harming you. I don't necessarily feel like this person, maybe this person is the cause for all of this stuff, maybe. And so if they do come back, then yeah, you'll definitely need to address that and fix that stuff in your life. And I know you guys have been dealing with fire signs for a while now, so, you know, it's not a surprise to me that it's coming back here, but it is a disruption, you know, and it is kind of like jabbing a wrench in the spokes kind of thing of all your progress and all your movement. I don't see you completely cutting that person out, for those of you who are wondering. Really, really not seeing you doing that. Oh, wow. So I'm getting 3 cards that do represent fertility and sexuality. All right, so if those of you who are wanting children, this is an amazing month for you to either start talking about it or to start trying. There's an air of fertility, but if you don't want to have kids with someone, then, you know, be really cautious, all right? There's also a strong potential and possibility of passion. And for a fire sign, like, how amazing is an Ace of Wands, right? Totally in your zone, totally right in line with how you see life, you know. And I was talking about this, I believe, in the Gemini reading too. I can't remember quite which one, but I'm going to reiterate it for you. Ace of Wands is a very spiritual card. It speaks to us on that spiritual level. And I feel that some of you will be doing things, right? Actual things, events, experiences, having specific experiences where you harness that spiritual element. So I was explaining to them, I said, for me, travel is a very spiritual experience. It gets you uncomfortable. You're forced to deal with other languages, other cultures, driving on the other side of the road. You're forced to sit in an airport and just, like, there's nothing you can do but live in the moment. You can, you know, there are so many spiritual elements for me with travel, but for everyone it's different. Like, for you it could be like buying something beautiful, right? Or finding something in a store that's totally one of a kind. It could have to do with the books that you're reading or the new fitness regimen that you've just started, right? But this is doing those spiritual things that feed your soul. It's really about feeding your soul this month. And I'm going to pull more cards to find out more about what this is. But it's really so much positivity around you. And it's like, because you are able to break free from this, there is so much room for this. Right? Like you're creating space for something positive and something amazing. Now, This could be a new love or a new passion, but just make sure that you really know who this person is first. Make sure that they're not a repeat of someone in the past, right? That they're not the emotionally unattainable people that your ex was, that they're not just like your father, that they're not, you know, like, make sure that this is a good, solid person for you, okay? Meaning you're compatible. They're upright, you're both fire qualities, so I sense a great deal of compatibility, but you're living life in different speeds right now, so just be aware of those differences, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and end the reading right there. Join me on my website, janeinternationalintl.com. I'll put the link down below, that was confusing, but go ahead and click on over there and you'll be able to access the final part of this reading, which will be about another 20 minutes, okay? Thanks so much. Bye.